No experts, no insiders, just fans.
Transmission from Marked Up Wrestling Podcast begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin broadcast.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Rody Rob here, Raw reaction time. And, man, Raw tonight was a special Raw.
Chock full. Go on.
Yes, I was intrigued from beginning to end. I was intrigued by it. So we're going to do a little something different tonight. First, we got Adam Bomb. He's here.
I am definitely here.
Yeah, Brian Bionic, the Bionic one is here.
The Bionic one.
Yes.
What's going on, guys?
I'm the Jew not leading the crew.
Right. Who got on the board real quick? On the YouTube live chat
Teddy
board.
Two Stone Heart is here. John Estrada's here. He changed his name. No loyalty anymore.
Thank God.
Dyke is also
Good.
here. And that's it so far.
Okay.
I can't see Twitch.
So normally we do our extra big-ass topics. And tonight it was like we got like a quarter of the way through the show and we had 3. And then halfway through we had 3 more. And then the next quarter we had 3 more. And then we had 3 more. So we were like, you know what? Let's just kind of break tradition. And tonight, let's just talk about it.
Extra big ass, extra big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
how many topics did we say that? I mean, what?
dude, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 things that are noteworthy. 11 things that we can talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I don't even think you have a number 11 on your board,
This
right?
is the Can We Talk About It episode.
Yeah.
Do we have perfect 11? No, we don't. Hey, Juan is joining us. Welcome, Juan.
What's up, Juan?
And Hall of Famer Noah just got on.
Oh, good for Noah.
Better
All right.
than him getting off.
I'm glad. I'm glad he could be here and revel in our greatness.
Revel.
Revel.
Rubble.
Extra big ass topics.
All right. Once again, extra big ass topics. I'm not even going to give you the rundown. We're just going to run right into it. Monday Night Raw tonight, I thought was an exceptional Raw. It had its moments of blah, but I think for the most part, Brian, it was engaging. Is that a good word?
I don't even think that's even a good word. I think there was.
It was-
I don't even know, dude. I can't even say. I don't even know.
It felt like there was something different in the writing, something different in the atmosphere, something different in.
It was the presentation.
Is that what it was?
I think it was the presentation of it all. The way each thing happened, we kind of didn't see some of it coming, like the whole Goldust Cena. I mean, we're going to get into all of it, but there was a lot of just out there works, and then there was, we knew this was coming, but I like what you did.
And nothing seemed forced. Like everything just kind of flowed into one segment to the other, and nothing really felt nothing even really felt too long either.
Right.
We finally got some flow to everything.
And even though, even the things that were a little forced, it wasn't horrible at the end of it. You're like, I saw that coming from a mile away, but okay, you did it all right. So let's jump into it. I'm just going to do...
Well, Hitman's joining us also on Twitch. We finally got Justin and AJC here live now.
Hey, welcome Justin, AJC, and everybody else on the YouTube and Twitch chat boards. Thank you for being here. And again, thank you for all the podcast listeners who listen after the fact. We appreciate you as well. Facebook Live going.
And if you ever want to get any mentions, just send us an email.
I got to say, AJC says on the Twitch board, he says, yes, let's go to Detroit, the shittiest city in the entire United States, to promote the shittiest main event match of WrestleMania. Weren't they in Milwaukee?
They were in
I don't know,
Milwaukee.
but
Milwaukee.
trademark infringement.
There you go. So let's start with this topic. The topic title is To the Point, or Your Finisher is a Samoan Drop. So we saw the show open tonight with Stephanie and Kurt and fucking Rhonda and Hunter. And it's been very obvious now for several weeks, if not years, that this was going to be a Mania match, this tag team match.
The only question was Rock or Angle.
Right, just a variation of it, but it was going to happen. So we all saw it coming. The question is, could they set it up to make us care? And what I liked about this was all the rumors that it's gonna be Rock or it's gonna be Angle, it's gonna be Angle now. They didn't pussyfoot around here. They said, "Yep, this is a match. Here we go. Let's get it started. Let's get to it."
Yeah.
I mean,
why tease it anymore? You're a month away,
right?
And might as well Milwaukee. Why not build it there?
But
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, everyone already knew that this was gonna happen.
Right.
Right.
We just said that. Thanks for
yeah.
Welcome to the show, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hey guys.
Check the tape.
I'm thrown off now by that. Jesus Christ.
Well, what you were saying,
Jesus
Rob,
Christ.
I mean, I'm glad they got to the point. Instead of teasing this, we actually got a couple matches made tonight for WrestleMania.
Right, which has been par
That's
for
why the show was good.
It's been par for the course for the last couple of pay-per-views where they announce all the matches, like all the big ones too, the big four. It feels like what's the matches? I don't know. A week beforehand, we're going to announce all of them.
Right.
But we're going to try to tease you until then, like that's going to build me into a story.
But tonight we got the two most obvious ones that we already knew about confirmed.
Hey,
the
Berto.
triple threat and this mixed tag.
Yeah.
You don't think it dilutes either one of them to have them happen both on the same show? Even like the IC title too, having that announced.
No.
I
I don't think it does because Sunday is Fastlane, so you got to go home show for SmackDown, and then I'm willing to bet that they start rounding their card out on next Tuesday's show.
All right.
So tomorrow?
No, next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday.
As an added
instead of tomorrow, Brian. I know how to speak.
As an added topic, Teddy Two-Stone Hart is having shots fired here. He says #fuck Twitch. So I guess YouTube and Twitch listeners, you guys can start your little factions there and little rivalries and shit. Because
I like what Stike says. He says any segment in which Stephanie gets shut up is a good segment.
Well,
it's rare.
Yeah,
because she doesn't get shut up much.
We can shit on Stephanie from tonight for many reasons, both fair and unfair. I'll just say that she's playing the role that she needs to play. Kurt, however, what did you say, Brian? You said he doesn't look very big at all.
No, he looks like a drunk uncle. Like I don't know,
does.
even just
Oh my
like
God,
his
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
even
he
just like
does.
his posture in the ring as we're watching it right now. I don't know. Like he just doesn't really look he doesn't look like himself. Although I'm not giving him shit. I mean, he's had a long career and he's had a lot of injuries.
yeah.
and all that
You're
stuff,
totally
so.
giving him shit.
Well, I'm giving a little bit of shit, but
Berto says, "Oh yeah, Rob, I just thought about that. Why don't they just announce the match and build the story after? Who cares if the rumors are about the match? Right? Who cares? Start it. And the biggest thing that WWE's been missing, in my opinion, for the last several years, is
The general manager who can say WWE.
Well, but that too.
Okay.
but you know, I would get emotionally invested into a match. You know, into a rivalry, into a feud. I would want to see it play out. But the way they do it, I don't get invested because it's like I don't know if this is the real thing or if it's just like a one-off on a Raw.
Do you think that with the whole XFL and Vince taking a back seat, that Hunter's listening to the fans? Because this was a big criticism that us and many others had about going into Chamber, that there was only 3 matches booked prior to the week of Chamber.
I don't think Hunter's listening to the fans per se. I think Hunter.
But that's an old school back to basics.
I know.
You need to build.
I know, but I think, but to answer your question, which I'm going to try to do, is Hunter's not, listening to the crowd as much as he's in touch. He's in touch. So, okay, yeah, he's listening to the crowd, but not necessarily what they're saying at the time, but he understands what they're feeling.
What they want.
He understands the industry more than Vince, I think, does at this point. Vince has not been.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's unquestionable.
I mean, think about Attitude Era. Vince was forced into that, right? He was forced into it. It wasn't what he knew or what he wanted to do. And now here he's in this era where wrestling has changed so dramatically, so significantly, except for the WWE, who's been stuck in this kind of brick and mortar wrestling where if you look at the indies, you have dynamic move sets and characters that build themselves. Vince is stuck. He's out of touch. And Hunter with NXT and with all of his people and himself going around to the indies and watching these guys, he's seen firsthand this is what is in right now.
But of anyone, he should be the one that understands this because him coming up, he was the one that was kind of did the same thing. I mean, not that Triple H is taking anything away from him. He's kind of been given it, given it to him. But Vince,
He was the groundbreaker.
He had to give
Yeah,
it
he
to
took
Stephanie
everything
to get
over.
that.
Yeah, like he was the young buck that didn't mean to say young buck. He was the one. He was the one that
Yeah,
at a
yes,
young
I'm-
time to like change the business and be like an innovator and
right.
do things different
And
and
you're-
break the mold.
You're right, and you know what? You're not going to get this reference, Brian, but
I
you
might.
know what? Al Bundy had how many touchdowns did he
4.
have? 4 home.
Polk Eye.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns
Was it
for
4 or
Paul
5?
Kai. 5 maybe. I don't
think it
know.
was 5. I don't
I'm
know.
just saying he had that one breakout moment, and it defined him, and he stuck to that for the rest of his life while he sold shoes. That's what I'm saying.
Now, you got to give Hunter credit also in the fact that he came up and has a legit, argument of a Mount Rushmore type of Hall of Fame career,
Yeah,
and he came up in an era of Rock and Stone Cold.
sure. Oh yeah,
I mean, so the guy had to be credible to even get on the marquee with these two.
oh, and I'm sure they made him better.
Absolutely.
Right. So
Well, that's the whole. We've made that case all the time. That's why I think Charlotte's failing.
Yeah.
You need those other people around you to help elevate you all together as a big group.
right. Okay, here we go. Next topic. Adam's just wrong. Is
Oh, wait,
the
wait,
next
one-
top-
You want to go on the
thing.
board?
Go to the board. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go to the board.
On the board, WWE product is stuck minus programming. Hunter is in charge of. That is what Hitman says, and just hope Rousey drops the smiling and keeps that intense look from Stikelether. I agree with that. She came out a little bit Apollo-like at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then she got real intense real quick. And I think she needs to have that. I said it when we were watching it, like kind of Goldberg intensity. She can be the face and high
just
five everybody.
Disagree.
She needs that kind of edge. We know she can flip the switch. She did it tonight.
She doesn't need
but
that
why
edge.
smile?
She doesn't need that edge because that edge is already written into her. You know who Ronda Rousey is. You know what she can do.
She flipped the switch tonight. I'm not
I
criticizing.
understand, but to me, if you look at Shayna Baszler in NXT, they brought her in to be this badass who could break your arm, and if you look at her wrong, she'll just snap your arm by a different sense or something. I mean,
Exactly.
it was this fucking. It was obvious the role, and everybody thought, here we go. Ronda Rousey's going to show up, and she's going to be this evil, mean, badass. That if you look at her wrong, we're going to break every bone in your body. And what they did was they brought her in, they showed a human side to her and allowed her to be the face. And you know what? I am okay with the smiles and the giggles, and I think she gets a grace period. If she can flip the switch effectively, then she gets a grace period.
well, she passed tonight in flipping the switch.
I know, but I mean, I want to see her in the ring and not just have I'm really upset for a moment, I'm going to attack you. I want to see her storyline to be her focused and deadly.
Like the bell rings and she's lasered.
Fucking what's his name? Ding ding.
Festus.
Yeah, I want to see a Festus Rousey. That's what I want.
Smile just disappears. As
Ding
soon as
ding.
that bell rings.
All right. Anything else on the board before we move forward?
No, nothing new.
Okay. So next topic is going to be Adam's just wrong. And this could be just a fight we're going to bring back. It's going to be a quick topic. Tonight we saw Asuka and Nia in a match, and me and Brian agree on this. I don't know if Adam does on this, that this match tonight was very well done and was a really, really good story with two great workers who sold the shit out of what they were trying to sell. Right?
It was just a continuation of what they did last week. Just like you said, just kind of making sure that both of them kind of looked strong.
Right.
And granted, Nia lost clean in this match. Didn't matter. I mean, she
lost clean last week too.
But what I'm saying is that, I mean, just the fact that even though she lost,
Right.
she tapped out or whatever, it went on for, 3 or 4 minutes.
It was a well done David and Goliath story tonight, is what it was.
My thing is very, very simple. I loved the ending. You had that quick ending into the other match, which was a much better match.
Which is why you're
this
wrong.
was a much better ending.
That's why you're wrong.
The whole battling out before she tapped out made me pissed that she tapped out so easily to like Sasha Banks and the bank statement when she fought so hard tonight. And I think this is where we're going to mention it. Freaking Alexa Bliss, her little thing afterwards. I don't know how you can be a backhanded mentor or pep coach or whatever the fuck she was.
My
but
God.
that was brutal what she did to Nia backstage.
It's like Tony Robbins, like the devil version. Like,
I know.
Well, they're blending everything that's been going on with Nia. Like she's been all very vocal the past few weeks about how all of her weight and all that stuff. And
But
being
this
defensive
has
about
to
it.
be the obvious Alexa versus Nia at Mania, and Asuka is going to fight Charlotte. I still never deterred from that. There is no sense to make this a triple threat. Nia's already lost her opportunity.
Right.
And clearly, Nia and Alexa are building a program. Asuka's not involved with Alexa yet. She hasn't been, other than mentioned.
And they've been teasing Alexa and Nia for 2 years now, right?
At least
a year.
since before SummerSlam. I think it was back to Money in the Bank when it started.
But
Okay.
the only problem, though, is that they're already having. It seems like they're going to be having a Bailey versus Sasha at Mania.
That's
Right,
fine.
so
You
you
got
can't-
like 6 fucking hours,
Yeah,
Brian.
Stikelether has a great point
I
here.
don't know.
Stikelether on YouTube Live says, I think with the end and Nia getting a good ovation, that standing ovation, that might be the beginning of her face turn to set up for Alexis and Nia.
She fucking cried.
Alexa and Nia is going to happen at Mania,
she-
and Asuka's going over to SmackDown.
She was visibly crying. You saw tears coming out of her
Oh,
eyes.
yeah.
Dude.
She can't. She's not a fucking monster.
Alexa
She's-
hit every nerve, Brian. You would cry too.
That's
if
what I'm saying.
If someone took like your biggest vulnerabilities, your kryptonite, and just sat there and poked them and pretended to be your friend, holy shit. I mean, a great script for Alexa there, but this has to be the program. Otherwise, why?
Yeah.
Do you think some people are going to be kind of come out of the woodwork and just kind of fucking say shit on WWE for doing something like putting Nia through something like this to like give her the script and
No,
try to
'cause
portray something like this as
because
so
the
real?
payoff,
Or,
because they're making that payoff. She is going to finally get the title at
Yeah.
Mania. She is going to go over the villain
Oh, I don't know
as the
about that.
face, shaming everybody.
Overcoming her quote unquote disabilities
Yeah,
or her
shutting up all her critics.
right.
Yeah.
She's not just a big girl now. Now
That-
she's
that's
a
the
champion.
Way, yeah, that's the way you beat a bully.
Rudy.
You stand up to him.
It's
Yeah.
like it's reverse Rudy.
on the
very
board,
reverse.
Double G Gaming just said, I hated it because she's supposed to be a monster and they made her cry.
they
Yeah.
made her vulnerable. They made her seem human.
Which she's not a heel.
She's not like most girls. She's not a monster.
Let me put this out there. I think when she came in, and everybody, and I mean everybody, every podcast, us included, every quote-unquote expert, every analysis, or whatever, even the commentators in the storyline, all it was about Nia being a monster, Nia being a monster. And I think when you had that issue with her and The Rock and calling him and what should I do, this, that, and the other, I don't think it was about squashing their wins and losses. I think it was about, you know what? I don't want to just be this big girl monster. I don't want to be that. For a guy, that might be a badge of honor. I was the monster of the WWE. Damn it.
Yeah, Braun's wearing it as a badge.
Right. As a woman, I don't want my size to reflect my personality or my ability or what my ceiling is.
but she goes on record saying that she embraces the fact that she's a bigger woman.
Well,
So isn't that kind of
Yeah,
contradictory?
but that
well,
doesn't
no,
mean
that's just the point,
That doesn't
Brian.
mean you have to be a monster.
That's her character, though, is that she's overcoming that she embraces that. Like, they have to show her standing up and doing this character work.
Right. I think the thing with the Enzo thing was a way to deviate her from being a monster.
Sure,
They
and I
were-
get that.
They were trying to humanize her. And that's what they're trying to do, humanize her. Open up
That's
her
what the
book.
tears were for.
Which
Right.
you don't humanize heels, right? You don't humanize
No,
monsters.
you don't.
So
She's going face. This is the face turn evolution. She had to get closure, like you said. This was the blow off with Asuka.
Right.
And the board is predicting, though, that they think that there's a possibility Nia goes to SmackDown, and it's Nia versus Charlotte and Alexa versus Asuka. Neither story is built. You
It
want
makes no sense.
Asuka and Charlotte don't need the build. That build is there in the hype.
Yeah, and if
you have the build and the seeds planted for Nia Alexa, and why not do it?
right, and if you put Nia on SmackDown now, then you're rushing to invest people into a match for Mania. You're rushing
There's
to get
no
there.
build with Charlotte and her.
If that's a rumor, it's a bad rumor. If it's
a
plan,
bad
it's a bad
suggestion
plan.
by our board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you guys suck there.
All right, good topic, guys. Good topic on that one.
Next.
Let's go to our next one. It's going to be
keep it moving.
a whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing.
Wait. No, a whole lot of nothing.
Well, first we didn't even know it was for something.
Right. So Cena comes out, and my initial reaction is, why is he even talking? Who gives a shit what he's got? He's going to recap the whole week's events, and then he's going to talk about the future.
And him saying that that's what he's going to do. Oh, I'm here on SmackDown because the other guys would interrupt me. We don't care why you're here.
And then to even fucking suggest,
Don't do it. I don't even like you saying it.
to even fucking suggest that you would ruin a Nakamura AJ Styles match at Mania
A beautiful, beautiful baby.
and make it a triple threat
he said what we've been
Everyone
hoping
has
doesn't
AIDS.
happen. He said what we've been fearing, that they take the AJ Knock Dream match and add him to it. And he put those things out there, and nobody liked it.
I almost feel like I would like to see I would rather see Roman Reigns beat Taker again than to ruin this fucking match.
I'd rather see Roman Reigns just take a piss in the ring before I see that match.
Oh, whatever his match is going to be a dump in the ring. So.
Well, I mean, point being, though.
All right.
You
He can take a shit. I guess he
And
can't.
Berto wants to defend himself. He says Alexa's not competition, so I will challenge Charlotte. Is what the storyline for Nia. It doesn't play. You're
no.
still wrong.
No, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Wrong.
Cena was. I don't. It felt like it was a commercial. The Gold Dust even come out. It's like an promotion for Fastlane, brought to you by Gold Dust. I understand that they've never fought before, but that was not a clean match, and we knew where it was going. And most of his promo didn't make sense. I'm your new director.
No. I was in it. In my
For
mind,
a second.
Well, first, I mean, he lost it at the end. But when Goldust was talking, in my mind, I was thinking, you know what? This isn't a bad idea. I mean, Cena, he can take a kind of low card match at Mania. It's fine. Nobody cares about Cena anymore. I'm sorry. If you're a Cena fan, let me be real quick. Nobody really cares about Cena anymore. He is not the fucking entree anymore. He is a side piece, an appearance. He's what he is. All right.
He's 2 pay-per-views in a row on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and so nobody cares.
Juan says he's going to win.
So in my thought, well, that's fine. Juan can think that. But in my point here that I'm going to get to,
Juan was right about Trump.
Okay, thank you. And my point I'm going to get to before I fucking forget
Oh
it.
no!
Please
Here we
don't
go.
do this again.
2 weeks in a row.
Okay. I can't remember the last time I saw Goldust in a Mania match.
Piper's the only one I can even remember of any consequence.
Didn't he have one with Dusty and Cody?
Maybe.
Right.
He fought Cody and Dusty was there.
But that wasn't a Mania match. They
It wasn't a Mania.
never got that match. I'm pretty sure they tagged together. I don't know if that was a Mania match.
I was thinking to
though.
myself, you know what? If Goldust fucks over Cena at the six-pack challenge, and then they start a program for a good 3 weeks on Raw, I could get invested in that.
They just had a match.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if Goldust is like, if he did the heel thing and you beat me, but it's not done, I could actually get invested in a Goldust Cena match. Number one, because it's an interesting dynamic, and number two, because there is no consequence.
Are you just being hypothetical, or do you think this is something that could potentially happen?
I'm just talking about in the moment when Goldust was talking. I was like, in my mind, I'm envisioning this. In reality, I'm knowing, no, Cena's probably going to win 17, and then he's going to go on in Mania to fuck up that match.
Well, it was
John made Milwaukee go, man, I don't know what's going on here, Justin said. And Berto says, Rob, I know you hate this, but how does Cena mention a triple threat for a match we actually want to see when Punk didn't get put in a match we didn't want to see with Cena and Rock?
Wait. What's he trying to say there?
He's basically
saying
saying we
somebody
want to
wants-
see Knock and AJ,
Yeah.
and Cena's trying to ruin it.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see Punk be inserted into Cena and Rock.
Okay, I don't
And
know.
we didn't get it.
Okay.
I don't know why he's making that comparison.
Yeah,
but
I don't know how to respond to that because it's just like apples and fucking oranges. I'm sorry.
Is he an ESL guy?
I don't know. What is ESL?
English as a second language.
Oh, I don't know. He's your friend. I don't know.
He's my friend.
I don't fucking like the guy. All right. I don't like
Wow.
I don't like any of your fucking people.
You turned into Bob.
that Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad people.
Berto's not a bomb squad member. You just
I thought you
hate
said
everybody.
Noah was on the board. I haven't seen Noah.
Noah said he was here briefly, and then he was going to go wank off to Becky Lynch.
He's got to go defend the business.
Yeah.
All right. Next topic. Next one. I'm not a hugger. I'm not a hugger.
She dissed someone for a hug. That's a first, right?
Yeah.
Finally.
The other title.
I wish it was that little kid she always hugs.
Right. The other title I gave it was "Thank You, Paige," for shutting her down before that promo went any longer than it did already.
It was awkward for however long it was.
Oh my God! Can you just make her be badass one time?
I think like she might have been stalling and the music cue was wrong.
Either that or maybe she was before her cue.
I don't know.
No.
Something was wrong. And Charlie looked smoking.
Well, of course. Is fucking I don't know. Is Bailey the heel here?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not yet. I think they're
But you
gonna.
think, ultimately.
I think they're gonna turn it up a little bit in the next couple weeks. But I like that they're actually showing a different side of Bailey for fucking. I mean, how it's been forever since we've gotten something different.
Yeah, but she hasn't attacked or anything. She just dissed a hug and dissed a tag.
You ever see the school nerd finally stand up to the bully? I've had the displeasure of watching this a couple times in my life.
You were
the
bully.
nerd?
He was the bully.
Yeah. And
he got biffed by
in
McFly.
none of those moments did the nerd like scare anyone. Right? It was always like, you know what? Well, I'm gonna fuck you. Kind of just one of those things. It's like, okay, you clearly did not know what you were doing. You jumped into this.
Yeah, same with the way you're talking about this. You clearly didn't know where you wanted to go when you started speaking.
No, I know where I want to go. I'm just saying that Bailey. you never see it. And Bailey's a nerd. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd. I get it. Bailey's a nerd. And to make a nerd a heel is difficult, fictional or otherwise. It's just difficult.
Down.
So, all right. Anything else on this topic?
No.
Sorry.
Next.
Brian, nothing?
No,
Brian's never got anything.
I'm admiring Naya's airplane spin, or how she
Yeah, what
when she
the
had
hell
when
was
she had
that?
Asuka up in a
What the hell was that?
I thought it was fine except for her lack of, the wobble she had going on.
Wobble, wobble,
The
wobble.
you thought she was gonna fall over.
I did, and I was going to laugh my fucking ass off.
Weebles, they wobble, but they never fall down.
Next topic, Michael Cole, you are so fucking horrible. Anything to add?
The whole team was horrible tonight. That was
yeah.
If you watch them on mute, then Raw holds up a lot better. Brings
Yeah.
it down a letter grade with them.
I told Brian it sounded like they were like the commentators on the video game. Fantastic.
They were
Oh, he
recording.
got him
you said.
with an elbow.
Well, it really was. They would say something, and then like the next sentence from someone else would just be something that would contradict what the guy just said previously. I forget what it was, but you pointed it out at him.
Yeah,
During something. I forget
everything
what the fuck
that
it
they
was.
said was contradictory.
No, except for Michael Cole. That one time, I can't remember what match it was, but like they went to him after it was over, and he just really excitedly recapped the last 5 minutes like he was telling us something new. Like, did you see he ran through a table, then he hit him with a chair, then he jumped up in the ring, then he
Yeah,
did
it
him
was-
1, 2, 3. It was
Did
like,
you
what
see
the fuck?
He bashed a guitar or bass on him, then he put the piano on him. It was that match.
Yeah, I was like, yes, Michael, we all saw it. We
Oh
just
yeah,
watched
no, he was
it.
talking about how he lifted the car. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, did you see him lift up the fucking car? Yeah, we watched him. We watched him with you. This, oh my god, dude.
We were
Seriously.
all right here, and it just happened. They do that all the time.
Anything,
The master repeater.
the master repeater. Anything on the board before we move on?
I just like when Corey was happy when Elias got destroyed. Stike says,
Yeah.
and he said, "I do like the internal conflict Bailey is showing." Back on the other topic, and how do you even fix Bailey at this point? Hitman says.
You don't need to fix Bailey. There's nothing wrong
No, just
with
add
Bailey.
elements to her character.
Yeah, she's not broken. She's still over. She's a good. In the last few weeks, she's been a great fucking wrestler. I mean, let's not forget that. All the fucking 12-year-old bullshit aside, and all the bad promos and whatever, the last several weeks she has been wrestling the top of the card. She's been impressive, and she's held her own. So she's not broken. And if you think she is, then you're too focused on the wrong thing. So there you go. Next one is going to be Elton John, Eat Your Heart Out. This is going to be our
Symphony of Destruction.
Yeah, I can say that word.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it's in booby traps.
Braun playing the piano, man. He didn't even look like he was trying. He's just like that little kid that comes up and just starts banging.
Yeah, I said like one of those Bugs Bunny characters, just fucking. Dun, dun, dun.
Was he even just? I feel like he was staring at the camera too. He was just looking directly over at that way and just kind of slamming on it, and then did the whole thing where he goes from the kind of just.
Only thing that would have made it better is if he looked down at the piano and went, "You're gonna get these hands," and just started slamming them all.
He told it to the piano. You're saying?
There was.
Are you playing a fucking game
absolutely,
right now?
He's a fucking addict.
Get off your fucking
He
game
is
and join the podcast.
addicted.
You're talking. I'm paying attention.
Do
I
you-
don't care.
Can we? Let's just take a break. Let's talk about this, Adam.
Why don't you narrate your fucking video game?
I don't need to.
Do you win money? Like, is there any?
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
No, not
I'm
real
sending
money.
my
Real
kid-
money?
I'm sending my kid to college.
playing what? What is this? Actually, don't promote them.
They,
Are
they
they?
didn't give us any money.
Yeah,
They're not
right?
getting
No.
promoted.
The internal conflict here with us was, is Braun and Elias going to be a Mania match? I think yes, because
You said the countdown.
the comment, the countdown, whatever, fucking whatever. The comment made was by Braun, this is your path to extinction. And a path starts somewhere and ends somewhere. It's not one match. It's a lesson to be learned through a series of lessons. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
But if they're doing all these gimmick type matches going into Mania and then they just do a regular one-on-one, there has to be a stipulation in there.
Maybe
Brian, you talked about maybe a cage match.
I talked about that. Brian echoed, but yeah, okay.
That was
whatever.
me. I poo-pooed it.
You didn't like it.
You are a poo-poo.
He's like, nobody does cage matches early on.
Yeah, you don't do a cage match
I'm a
in the
poo-poo
undercard
face.
at Mania.
You're such a poo-poo face.
Come on. Hey, Teddy on the board. This is kind of unrelated, but it's pretty big. Mick Foley was being on the Elite tonight, and he announced that the All In event is going to be in Chicago.
I don't know what that is.
That's the event that Cody and the Bucks and all those guys are
but
putting
it's
on
in
themselves.
January
I don't need
of
to see that.
2018. Why are you talking about it? We
Yeah.
saw him at Waffle House.
Yeah, we saw him. No, we saw him at
Cracker Barrel.
So
What's the
I never
difference?
see need to
Waffle
see them
House is
again.
across the street.
Yeah,
January 9th, 2018 already fucking happened.
I sat 10 feet away from what's her name?
And Juan says that's a sucky match if that's the WrestleMania match for Braun.
What about this? What about, we haven't talked about him, Samoa Joe.
God. He's not cleared.
not cleared.
He's not
You don't
going
think
to
so?
be cleared.
Mm.
He's
I
like after Backlash is what.
Why
they're
is that a
saying.
sucky match? Braun and Elias.
Because they're blowing their wad.
They're not blowing their wad.
It already fucking happened.
That match had about as much action as a football does in a football game. It was.
He got his hands.
He got some hands, but it's a path to WrestleMania, path to extinction. No, this is. I'm sorry. In Mania, people open up the playbook. These two have a lot, and we know this from watching NXT. We know this from when Big Show, when Braun fought Big Show. We know that these two men have a lot more under their hood than they present weekly. So to say that a Mania match with them is automatically gonna be shit, you're not giving it any fucking chance.
I'm giving it a chance. I'm saying why blow your. This is a problem with WWE booking, even besides Mania. How am I going to get excited if Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy fought again tonight? I'm not excited for any more matches, no matter what they do, Final Legion, whatever. Like, you have to keep me invested. If Elias had just run off tonight, then they didn't fight.
Whoa, hold the fuck on. We can just transition fucking right here.
Okay.
What?
Next category. You just brought it up. Ultimate Deletion is the next category. Did you just said that you don't give a shit?
No, I'm saying if they fought tonight, then I probably don't give a shit about Ultimate Deletion because that would be now part 4. Right now, this Ultimate Deletion is the rubber match. What I'm saying is if you blow your wad tonight and have them face again leading into this, no. They did right to have Bray fight Rhino. Right. You could have had Braun destroy anybody else on the roster.
They did right as far as desperation goes. God, can we find some way to get this guy, looking bigger before we
give
do
him a
this?
win?
Something.
But Braun could have gone out and beaten anybody else, and then Elias attacks him, furthering that feud. By giving it, and that's where I think Brian's agreeing with me, by giving them a match, any kind of match tonight, and having him win clean, where do you – this isn't setting up anything for especially for like a Mania type match or a pay-per-view.
Yeah, fucking Ultimate Deletion at Mania.
All right. First of all, why do you keep calling it Ultimate Deletion? Ultimate Deletion is with Matt Hardy.
He said it. He said the Ultimate Deletion.
Because remember, the other one was Final.
Final Deletion. Yeah, this is the Ultimate Deletion.
Come on, Brian. Pay attention.
Come on,
Stay with us.
Get with it. You know what? I honestly think if they do it at Mania, and I know, don't throw the tomatoes at me. Bray wins. That's a compound.
No, I think Brother Nero. The prediction that I had at Chamber, I think Jeff comes out and helps him, and that puts him over. And in their mind, then they're not squashing Bray because he had help.
Yeah, but you're still squashing Bray because he loses another feud.
Bray loses all the time unless he's fighting Heath and Rhino.
But let's see. He lost in his House of Horrors.
To Randy.
Right. Then he would lose. Then he lost to Randy in his weird worm fucking ring, whatever that was.
That was at Mania.
Yeah. He lost there.
With all the roaches and shit.
Yeah. He lost Taker in the Dead Man battle, right? Or the Darkness battle. And now he's going into another element that is right up his character's alley, the compound.
But they didn't say it was going to be at Mania.
Is this Jeremy
They didn't
Borash?
know. They didn't, but
I saw Vanguard 5.
It's implied.
Vanguard 5. Vanguard 5? Vanguard
saw the
5.
boat.
The dilapidated boat.
You got to have a dilapidated boat.
I don't know if we're gonna have Senor Benjamin. He already said. I mean, on social media, I know it's a totally different game, but he's made references to them in the past while he's been signed to WWE.
Yeah.
In the past few weeks. So I feel like it's only fucking King Maxwell, all that shit.
King
Hitman.
Maxwell.
His
Hitman.
son.
Braid
Oh,
toss.
that's right.
Hitman says braid toss into a lake. And what the fuck do you? Okay, it's funny because he's like, you could rub this in the lake and get the stink off his gimmick. I couldn't read what he wrote because it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, a lot
Braid
of our
toss
board doesn't know
into
how to
lake.
type English.
Braid toss into lake and isn't seen for a few months. Get the stink off his gimmick and chance to refresh it.
The cool thing though is
Huge.
that, and I don't know. I'm curious to see if Jeremy Borash is going to be involved with this because he was the one that was like a big time producer for the TNA stuff that they did with all the Ultimate Deletion and everything that they did at the Hardy compound. He was one of the ones that was.
Do you think this is his
Behind the
stamp
scenes.
on it?
AJC
Could be.
says Hardy's always win at the compound. I don't know about that.
Well, they haven't lost because they always fight each other.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, so he's right.
All right. Anything else on the Ultimate Deletion? The Mizzies.
So good.
So good. It was so very good. It's so very fucking entertaining.
I have the nominees and stuff if you want me to read them.
Please. Wait,
Put your phone down and join us.
All right, so the first one
Wait,
was
do I
the
have-
pat on the back
Can
award.
I try to play something for you?
Sure, play something.
I mean, I thought I had some kind of theme song or something.
You thought wrong.
I used to have an award show.
You used to.
The Robbies, the Roadies.
It got ultimately deleted.
Go ahead.
All right, so the first award was the Pat on the Back Award. And we go to the nominees. Was it Seth Rollins for patting himself on the back for lasting 65 minutes in a match he didn't win? Or was it Kurt Angle after 29 years of abandonment brings his son over to Raw? Or was it Finn Balor who said that the first thing he does when he comes back from injury is he's going right after the title? That didn't happen, Finn. And the award goes to, it was a tie between Seth and Finn. Neither are here to accept their award, so we're going to move on to the next one. The next one being the GM decision of the year. Was it Kurt Angle signing his son, Jason Jordan, to Raw? Was it Kurt Angle for putting Seth...
No.
You
His
said you didn't say it right.
bastard son.
His bastard
Yes,
son, I
yes,
forgot.
yes.
Or was it for Kurt Angle putting Seth and Finn in the Elimination Chamber for no reason? Or was it for Kurt Angle not naming his IC opponent challenge at WrestleMania? And what do we have? Oh, Q Seth, Q Finn. Here's a 3-on-2 match, and Kurt Angle makes it official. We're going to have a triple threat.
Yeah, so whatever happened in between those two things is inconsequential here. It was obvious from the get-go. It was obvious from the award segment that it was going to be a triple threat match at Mania. And again, we knew it was coming. The way they did it, I thought was well done. And we're not bullshitting. We're making this a match. We're getting this out of the way. We're going to give you 3 to 4 weeks to become invested in this story.
Now, does the one thing I have to piggyback on this, I know we brought up some SmackDown, but is this, if that other match is a triple threat, then you have 2 triple threat title matches at Mania.
They could do it.
I
They
think
could potentially do it.
I think Vince is so senile, they might just have an entire Mania of nothing but triple threats.
Why don't they just have a pay-per-view, call it triple threat?
Triple threat.
They had one called Fatal 4-Way.
There you go.
Did they really? Did they?
Yeah, they did it twice.
That's horrible.
Do you not remember that?
No, I
Seriously,
don't.
guys?
No.
Oh,
I don't remember yesterday.
that was
when I-
that was
that's
back
when
when JBL was champ.
That's when. Oh, I wasn't watching then. That's during my hiatus. AJC says,
Hiatus.
"Yeah, it's my hiatus." AJC says, "Bala wins. Bala wins." And he also says, "Revival versus Club at Mania. Let the bar drop the belt."
That they didn't book it tonight. They're not going to book
No,
it.
I don't think the bars. They're not going to drop the belts before Mania at this point.
No.
No, they're going to Mania with it.
But do you think that they're going to make that like a 4-way or triple threat because they're burying the contenders? So Kurt's going to go.
So
hey.
Revival's going to beat. No, Club's going to beat Bar, and then Revival's going to beat Club, and then they're going to make it a triple threat.
What about having the Hardys, but have them as the fucking Woken Hardys. Jeff is going to be returning soon. He's aiming for a WrestleMania
Hey,
return.
there you go. Make it a triple threat, and then last minute add the Hardys. And
We've never done that
and
before.
Wait, even better, you tease that it's going to be New Day, but then the Hardys come out.
Yeah, that's and then pop.
But look at that timing though. If they actually do, why wouldn't they do that? Did you see the reaction that they had fucking last year? Like,
Yeah,
they'd
man.
be dumb not to.
I think
Take advantage of it.
Screw the
Fuck it.
deletion.
Honestly, I would get a kick out of that if they did the same fucking thing. I'd be like, they're not going to do it. They're not. Oh my God, they're doing it.
The only difference is which team is switched out. Somebody else was in there last year instead of Revival.
I don't remember.
That would be the one switch.
I don't remember who was in that fucking match. Honestly, I remember it was Club, it was the Bar.
And it was the Hardys. Who was the fourth fucking
trying
team?
to- American Alpha? No.
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 Wow. We can't think of the fourth freaking team is how inconsequential.
Were they, oh no. It was Soft.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It was
They were
soft.
still together.
Yeah.
Rest in
Okay.
power. Actually, don't. No, go fuck yourself, Enzo.
Wow, Brian. No rest in power for you.
All right. A path. Oh, we did that one. Okay.
Too many topics.
Here we go. I guess we'll just go to you eyeing my bitch.
Was that about our boss's daughter being ogled at work today?
Oh my
or?
God. So
Adam.
no, look. Okay. Off topic.
Kayfabe break.
Our boss's daughter, right? So she came to get something out of this car, and out of her car while I was getting serviced, and she's bent over getting her fucking
Oh Jesus
all of her
Christ.
clothes out, and she's got like this skirt that comes like to her hip, and then she bends over and she's got her fucking a thong on, so her ass is just completely exposed to the world. And like there's a big meeting today of like all the salespeople, so they're all walking by with the drivers, and they're all just looking over and they're like, "What the fuck?" Everybody's making all this noise, and the boss is like 20 feet away, but he's looking at something else, and somebody's like, "Hey, look at that shit over there," and then we'll say Bob. Bob turns around and he's like, "No, I don't want to say Bob. We'll say Tonka." So Tonka turns around. He's like, "You stop looking over there. You stop looking over there." And she has no idea that like the entire staff is just staring at her fucking ass while and it was not a joke.
What did he say when he walked over to her?
Put your
that shit
ass
away.
Put your ass away.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants- yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. I had to get off on that. I mean, I didn't get
Whoa,
off on it.
easy,
Hey,
No.
That's the boss's daughter.
No, sir. Not with your dick and Brian pushing. No.
Wow.
Well,
Don't have to
I'm
go that
bionic,
far.
I'm
Shit.
sorry.
I'm a robot.
You are indeed. You eyeing my bitch. So
Back on topic.
back on it. Brock and it wasn't Bob. Brock wasn't there.
You're
Paul
just saying
was
that
there.
because we actually have a Bob at work.
I know, right?
He's not listening.
No. Brock wasn't there. Paul was there. Roman unfortunately was there. I don't know why Roman came out at all. Paul did his normal thing. I mean, I'm sorry. Paul did. He had a couple moments. I like it's not a strap. It's not a prop. And then, so on and so forth. Great line there, right? Because it touched the hearts of a lot of marks that are like, stop treating the belts like fucking garbage.
And him making the bloodline comparison was also decent.
Yeah, but overall, it was a Heyman promo. I did find it funny that Roman came up and said, "Pick the belt up. You show some respect. Show some respect," from the guy who flops it over his fucking back shoulder like a homeless, like a hobo bag.
Yeah, he kind of drags it on the ground.
Right. Pick it up. Show some respect. I don't know. You guys got anything on the Heyman thing? Go for it.
I didn't really care because Brock wasn't there.
Well, then that means you just don't really care about anything that goes on between them. Brock
Well,
is never there.
It's predetermined. It's been predetermined. I'm no longer fighting it. Roman's gonna win.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That's Moving on.
I just, like I said, I've been tuning out of Paul Heyman stuff, and nothing against him. I mean, the guy's a fucking legend, but it just feels like he's just been been the same shit.
He needs
over and
new
over
talent.
and over and over. And Brock matches are there's short squash things like. Paul's
Sometimes he
promos are the
puts
kind
a
of the
good-
same formula.
Sometimes he adds the spin like he
I
did
can't
tonight
talk.
with the bloodline and the prop, but You're right, Brian.
How many
it's too
times?
recycled.
How many times can you talk about the same person
Right.
and make a different argument? Not many at all.
He's an angry Brian.
Apparently so.
I am. Speaking of, I had a Snickers that I was gonna save it for the show and just like throw it at one of you guys, but I ended up eating it.
I don't think that's how it works.
I ended up eating it.
Ginger Giant Media. Heyman cuts the most legit promos in wrestling history. New talent is all that's lacking. So he agrees with you. And then I thought they ended Raw on a commercial. Then I saw people on Twitter talking about Heyman, and they went another like 11 minutes into overtime. AJC says so. He thought it was done and had to come back.
Double G Gaming, LOL, Rob. We think alike. Why you hate me, bro? Fuck off.
Fucking Roman talking about pick up the belt.
Okay. So anything else on?
Nope.
No.
Why am I a racist?
You're pretty racist.
They said on the board that I'm a racist.
You're fairly racist.
You have a lot of hate in you.
I am not racist at all.
Yeah.
Race isn't a thing where I grew up.
Yeah, you're one of those racists that you don't realize you're like, I'm not racist. I got black friends. That's
Where I grew up, all the minorities outweighed the whites.
we should probably stop talking about this before you bury yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Brennan Bren
Rossman.
is Ginger Giant Media. We haven't seen Brennan Bren in a long time. That's who that is.
Brendan Burr.
Welcome back, buddy.
Wow.
AJC, I thought they ended Raw on a commercial. Then I saw people on Twitter
I
talking.
already
He
just read that.
said that.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that.
Oh, Jesus
I don't pay
Christ.
attention to you.
What is this?
I keep hitting the wrong button.
Oh, yeah, we got awards.
And now live from the U-Record Studios, it's the Wrestling Awards. Here's Rowdy.
I just want to let you know that after the Rossum Awards, we got NXT Minute with Brian. We got our dirt sheets. We got a couple little speed round topics, and I have an extra little surprise segment that I think you all are really going to enjoy. So if you leave early, that's on you. I'm just letting you know now. You might not want to miss the little surprise segment that I got coming up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Double G Gaming is explaining that I'm racist because I said he was ESL because he's Hispanic and you couldn't read his comment right. Well, you can't type right, so that's
You can't
not
type
racist.
right? Hello, 1990s.
Yeah, I don't know.
Typewriter?
How am I racist?
You're ignorantly racist.
I mean, I just have to say.
See what had happened was
Berto, is English your second language? You kind of dodged the question.
Is this going to be a topic on the show now?
If I'm right, I'm not racist.
Can we move on from this
That's all I'm saying.
before we have to do an apology tour? Of some sort?
Yeah.
Adam Baum is no longer part of MOWB.
Well, YouTube gave you your second and third strike, guys. We're done. All right, here we go. Rossum Awards. Marked out award of the night. Let's start with Adam.
My marked out award, it has to be Miz's pipe bomb-esque comments when he said, Finn, you're over in Japan. Seth, you shine in matches, you lose. Just he had a lot of little backhanded comments there, and I marked out for him.
Yeah, what was the other one? You hold up a hand sign that's not even yours.
Yeah.
Coming from the guy who steals everyone's wrestling moves. I found that to be so ironic.
Ric Flair gave him the figure 4.
Dana Bryan gave him the kick, too. All right, Brian.
fucking Goldust, man. I did not see that coming at all. So for that, I definitely applaud them for throwing a little curveball at us.
That's acceptable. My marked out award was also kind of an elevated LOL award. The fucking applause sign at the Mizzy's fucking almost knocked me out of my seat. I laughed.
You
so
were
hard.
laughing the whole time during that segment.
I was. I was.
That was good.
It was a giggly raw. It was a giggly raw.
It was a good Raw. This is one of the better ones that we've had in a while.
It was a sativa raw. That's what it was. All right.
Berto says he can speak English. Don't worry. Just focus on reading at him. Rossum Award goes to Stephanie for getting her hair almost pulled off. That's what Juan
A
said.
little early on the Rossum Award there, dickwad.
Oh, I thought, and marked out applause sign from Stike Leather agreeing with you.
Thank you, Stike Leather. Yes. All right. If you guys get any
Juan,
more...
put the awards in the right order so I don't Ron Burgundy it.
Oh, my God.
Marked out for Justin. He says upright bass to Braun electric boogaloo style.
Hey, there you go. Good reference, sir. Good reference. All right. Next category is going to be the match of the night. I'll start this one. And I'll just buzz myself by saying it definitely was not Cena and Goldust. So there you go.
Yeah, for as cool as it was to see Goldust come out, The match was
It was-
not so much memorable.
It was like, let's show what these two guys do every night on Raw for 3 minutes a match. It was
Yeah.
just not good. Brian, match of the night.
Asuka and Nia.
Ding,
Kind
ding,
of
ding.
praised it earlier on, but I mean, just the fact how much they stressed that that armbar that Asuka had, and the way that Nia was able to roll around with her and just
Lift her
keep,
twice.
yeah, keep her locked up and be able to, like you said, lift her up, and she pressed her. I mean, she's definitely looking very good in the ring lately.
Yeah. No, she
It told
really
a good
is.
story too.
Yeah, absolutely did. So that's you're echoing that.
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay. Anything on the board?
Match of the night. Marked out was Goldust for Juan since he's back on track. Match of the night. Asuka for Juan. Asuka and Jax for Justin over on Twitch. Horse noises for Brian.
Yeah, always.
Match of the night. Stike says Asuka Nia because the story that was being told.
All right.
Copyright infringement. Come on, man. Don't fucking steal my shit.
I didn't.
Right on.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
All right. The LOL award. Many to choose from tonight. LOL award of the night. Go ahead, Adam.
Just the Mizzies in general, digging on
Yeah.
Seth, Kurt, Finn, and even Jason Jordan, who's injured. He just dug on him too.
Bastard son.
Right.
Brian.
Mine was the they had a commercial for a beard / body / pube trimmer during the Finn and Seth match. So that was something.
Sure. Why not? Mine is fucking Elias. Like when he's giving his little spill on his guitar, walking in the ring, and he just stops and he just goes, "I can't stand a single one of you." It fucking killed me, man. Fucking God, so good.
LOL Braun playing the piano for Stike.
Yeah.
Miz for Justin and Juan. John Cena 3249, and his name is John Cena, joining us on Twitch.
No, his name is. He says, and his name is John Cena.
And who are you calling Pinhead? Just joining us, saying, didn't know you guys came back on this channel. Fuck YouTube. Yeah, our ban expired a few weeks ago, so
Welcome
we're back.
Pinhead. Yes, I have many pleasures to show you. Hope you got that reference.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pinhead.
Yeah,
I've never seen Hellraiser, but I just put two and two together.
There's a new
Yes.
one coming out.
The Flesh. Oh, I hope so.
There is. No, it's already done. Like
I binged it. I binged the whole series like a week ago. I'm serious. I fucking love it.
Yeah, he
there was
called
like
him
7
sick
or 8
that
of them,
day.
weren't there? There was a shit ton of them.
I will
They stopped calling them by numbers, so yeah, it's hard to keep
for
track.
an infinity.
It was like bloodlines
You will
and all
learn
sorts of shit.
the
They-
pain of the flesh. Yeah,
Pinhead had
Sounds
cousins.
spooky.
Yeah. They just started naming movies, and like at the end, Pinhead would come out. You're like, holy fuck, this is the Hellraiser movie. Anyway, what are we doing?
Last
Botchiest.
Oh yeah,
I think it's IS Strike Force. I don't know if that's pronounced right. He says we don't deserve Braun and Elias.
I don't
It's
know.
a new person joining us, so I just read their comment.
I appreciate the comment. I don't quite understand it. I don't know how. I mean, I think we absolutely deserve it.
No, I think they're saying that we don't deserve just because of how good they are. I think, right? Like, we don't deserve. We're not worthy.
No,
like,
I know.
that type,
That's
right?
how
Maybe?
I took it.
Yeah,
They,
okay.
they
That's how I
could be
took it.
future of the company one day.
I think we deserve it. I think we deserve a lot of things because we've been shit on for so long.
There you go.
Honestly, but all right. Are you ready for Asuka? Because I sure aren't.
Yeah, that's John Cena says.
Are you ready for grammar? All right. What are we doing here?
Speaking of botches.
Yeah, Botchiest Award of the night is I'll go first. Mine's gonna be John Cena making an appearance tonight. No one cares, and your speech did nothing to advance nothing at all except for make me want to throw up in my mouth. My Botchiest of the night, John Cena. All right, that's what I meant. Let's go, Brian.
Mine happened during the right in the beginning segment, actually, for fucking Ronda when she was supposed to kind of wait to announce who she was facing. Like they even had
The
a
drum
drum
roll.
roll. Yeah, the drum roll came on, and she just completely cut it off before it could
You.
even happen.
And
Right.
it wasn't even aggressive like you. It was
No,
just like,
no.
you.
Just walking by, like, yeah, it's just gonna yeah, let's have a match at WrestleMania. It's gonna be you,
yeah,
just like that.
Oh man, I have no idea what's going on.
All right, Adam.
My botchiest is all the Phantom punches tonight that people had
Oh
to
my
sell that didn't
God.
land. Goldust and Cena had one, Angle and Triple H, and I believe there was one in the Miz Rollins exchange.
There was definitely one in the Braun.
tag match too.
Yeah, they're just like I'm talking. I think the worst one I saw was Braun swung at.
Kurt was really bad.
God, somebody's had like a 6-inch gap between their
Kurt,
hand
it was
and
Triple
Kurt.
H. It was
Yeah,
Kurt and Triple H.
There was another one. Where
It was Cena and Goldust. There were so many. It's hard to
there's
choose.
so many bad fucking. You know what? Let me just put this out there. I'm a big non-believer in punches. I grew up with wrestling where open hand or the ref's in your ass, right? Punching was the hook or crook move by the heel. I'm sorry. For me, it's not believable when there's punching all the time. I've been in fist fights. Some I've won, some I've lost very badly. But one thing I know from all those experiences are when you punch each other in the fucking head, you don't get back up and do a moveset. You don't get back up and do your 5 moves of doom, They've got to, I'm not saying end the punching, but they need to pull that shit the fuck back, in my opinion. On the board.
Pachi's on the board. Commentary team for Stike. Stephanie, either wearing something revealing or don't. A shirt with one shoulder exposed. Who dressed you? That's from Pinhead. Juan says tag team match burying another tag team again.
Amen.
Berto says getting sick of the bar. Who would have thought Cesaro could get old? But I guess if you don't do anything but bury other competition, you will eventually start getting stale. It's true.
But I'm loving her entrance now for some reason. It's growing on me.
Who's?
Bocce on Twitch. She
Bar.
says John Cena for making Milwaukee look like 20,000 towelies. That's from Justin.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on.
I thought Roman was particularly weak tonight after being MVP last week. That's I Love This Syrup joining us there. And guarantee AJ is definitely going to win at Fastlane is what John Cena says. Well, we know that. And Brennan wants to say, sign Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes. Does that automatically make Ronda a mid-carder?
Wow.
Oh, I mean, they're definitely way more relevant in the whole fighting world than Ronda is. But Ronda still has that name. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, the name. The
Yeah.
name, it rhymes.
It's an RR.
It doesn't
They love 'em.
rhyme, but it flows.
Yeah,
It's
flows.
the double R.
It flows. It's like
Rowdy
Paul
Ronda.
Revere,
Roddy Ronda.
Israel Bissell. Look that one up, boys and girls. Israel fucking Bissell.
Yeah.
Israel Bissell
Israel Bissell.
had 10,000 thistles.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. All right.
What's next?
The push. I'll start. Nia. Adam?
I have Kurt. I thought the whole Kurt exchange, I make the matches, he stepped up and made 2 matches for Mania already tonight.
All right. The push. Brian, be right.
Same one as last week. This young up-and-comer, John Cena, trying to find his way onto the card.
Really, Brian? That was a push?
Yeah.
He did nothing but beat Goldust.
Yeah. Stike Leather.
You suck, Brian.
Stike Leather, who is a very intelligent person, says Nia. What else you got?
Justin says Finn. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Who here sucked nut? Who's that? John Cena saying that? What you
Yeah.
talking about?
I don't know. I think he's trying to pull the opposite of Noah and get guys on our board.
All
Oh,
right.
that's true. Yeah,
Plenty
I
to
guess,
choose from.
Yeah, we have to hit all demographics. So
And I love this. Syrup says Nia's the push of the night. Her first MVP, in my opinion. A lot of focus on her tonight.
No argument with
2
that.
segments. In a night filled with so many people tonight, she got 2 segments.
and she fucking cried, real tears, man.
And she cried.
Aw,
Yeah.
Brian.
And she fucking cried.
I think Brian was hurt by those tears.
Were you hurt by those?
No, maybe you were.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brian's
The
not like most girls.
Rawsomest award.
IA Strike Force says Miz is
All right.
the push.
What's that?
IA Strike Force says Miz is the push.
Cool. Thank you for that. I don't know if you need I don't know if it's a push for Miz, really, but I'll take that. Sure. Let's do the Rossimus Award here, going around the horn. Adam.
My Rossum, it's fucking Braun, man. I know it was short, pointless, but I enjoyed it.
All right. And Brian.
Mine was the Miztourage. I
What?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're
Really?
so off tonight
No. Why? Fuck you.
because you just gave the Miz Taraj an award.
So
That makes you off.
no, they basically are like a human version of an Oscar. So you saw their gold jackets tonight.
Okay, sure.
They're my Rossum Award. Go fuck yourself.
Aw, that's so
What?
nothing. We got nothing at all. My Rossum Award, I'm just gonna echo. I thought Braun tonight on the fucking piano. That's what put him over the edge for the voting. The fucking piano playing. On the board.
Double G Gaming says Nia is a dick since men are pussies when they cry. Stike Leather Rawsome Award.
That's
Anytime
funny. That's
Stephanie gets her ass kicked. Nia's Rawsome for I Love the Syrup. Ron for Justin. And all I know is WWE is pushing Kurt back, Cena says.
Back to what?
Yeah, I mean,
Back to
wrestling?
Indies?
He's going back to NXT. He's going to be on TakeOver. Him versus Dream.
No, him versus Cena on TakeOver.
Him versus Dream. That's fucking all right. All right, there you go. Rawsome Awards. We're done.
Done with that.
Housekeeping.
Oh yeah,
A live version of housekeeping.
Yeah, Brennan says the piano was the best moment.
it was. Yeah, don't forget, as we're always live, YouTube live, the Twitch live, Facebook live, Podbean, iTunes, all the other podcast providers out there. Bubba Radio Army on Sunday nights, 10 p.m., the BubbaArmyRadio.com.
Yeah, Brian's great
BubbaArmyRadio.com.
planning. He's got to bring up his cheat sheet online there.
You got your phone
Cheat
ready?
sheets, notes,
Got
bro.
like 10 fucking
I do have a lot of tabs.
windows.
Let me get my timer. And now, your NXT minute.
The intro's longer than a
It's
minute.
so long.
I think it's funnier
yeah,
that it's longer than a minute.
exactly.
That's kind of the point.
Exactly.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, Brian, one
All right,
minute.
Hold on to your fucking butts. The first match of the night, we had Velveteen Dream, and he defeated Tyler Bate with the Purple Rainmaker. And Tyler Bate, he hasn't really been doing much. He's been kind of floating around the cruiserweights a little bit. Adam, give me back that mouse right now, you motherfucker, you asshole. Oh, that would have
Pause.
been. Woo!
And no physical torment.
Oh my god.
And
I
go.
tried to close his window he was reading from.
I
Go.
tried to get rid of all my notes. Paul Ellering. Holy shit. Oh, no, he did it. Oh, no. Why would you do that? Why would you do
Let him
that?
get through it.
What did I do?
All right, pause. Hey, give him the fucking
No.
mouse. Give him the mouse.
Oh, you just minimized it. Oh, I thought you exited.
You ready?
Motherfucker. Let's go.
And go.
We saw some footage of Johnny Gargano and his termination papers. Adam Cole defeated Cesar Bonani. Bonani. And he seemed to offer him a role in the
Bonani
Undisputed Era, but then they all just turned on him.
A
and,
roll for his pants. Of quarters. You stuff
5
them-
seconds, Brian.
and Shayna Baszler beat Kairi Sane, and that's it.
Yay, Brian made
There we go. There we go. Through some fucking shit. Adam minimizing my notes.
It's called prep, motherfucker. Don't
This is prep. What the fuck?
Because you can read. That's not prep.
What do you want? What do you want me to do? Cut some promos while I'm in the shower
Yeah, maybe.
of what I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. Give some details.
Give you some deets. You want some
Right.
deets?
Brian, why don't you
read a rundown.
back up your performance with some dirt sheets.
All right. So the biggest
On
one.
NXT, did you hear?
So the biggest one to come out is Sami Callihan in a match
Is he
that
on
had
NXT?
no, but
He
it
was.
happened. It happened on an episode of Impact
Okay.
last week where he broke an orbital bone and he broke the nose of Eddie Edwards with a fucking metal bat. This is legit. Legit.
What the fuck?
Legit.
Like assault?
Like they did it in the ring. Here, I'll pull up the clip. I have it queued up right here. Adam, if you could just be a cutie and flip that computer screen over to
It doesn't work like that.
well,
I'll come
you,
over.
you
I'll come
glued,
over
you
there.
glued that down too.
Adam, talk.
You glued that down.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. So to
Why
paint
do
the
I have
picture,
to talk? Brian's talking.
Yeah, I can talk. To paint the picture, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's worth checking out.
Just hit the play button, monkey.
Oh God.
We don't need to describe it
Yeah,
terribly.
they do because they're listening. You
Yeah, but
idiot.
you're terrible at describing things.
He's huffing and puffing. He has the chair over Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, and then wait.
Here it is. Here, go back. There we go. This is it right here. It's
Wow,
right here.
You don't even have
Grabbing
the
the
cue
bat.
right.
Grabbing the
There's
bat, and he puts a chair over Eddie Edwards' chest.
Holy fuck.
Oh, he missed the chair.
No, he hit the chair, but his follow through hit Edwards directly in the face.
He knew he fucked up right away.
Oh, he did. He got a ton of shit from people on Twitter, from other wrestlers too. Actually, a lot of them were very vocal about the fact that you don't do shit like that. Jim Cornette on Twitter, he said, "Okay, I just saw this for the first time. Eddie Edwards should have beat the shit out of this stupid fuck. He set it up shoddy, was careless with his shitty swing, and they shouldn't have been doing it to begin with. Who the fuck trained Sami Callihan? I'm fucking hot. And then not only that, Cassius Ohno was very vocal about it. He said, really? Really? There is zero correlation between how much money you make and what happened in that ring. You should be embarrassed, ashamed. And that's on the heels of Callihan kind of defending himself. And he just said, that hurts. I'll just keep watching my bank account go up. So he's kind of taking a stance on the fact that, yeah, he hurt him, but so what? Impact is getting so much buzz. They're on TMZ for the fact that he actually legit fucking
clubbed it.
Yeah,
it's assault.
He assaulted him.
I was gonna come to Callahan's defense, some sort, but his response,
that's the thing,
makes it hard to do so.
He's doubling down. He's saying, he was on Sirius XM's Busted Open Radio, and he said, this is what really bothers me. This is professional wrestling. Is it real or is it fake? Because someone needs to tell me, because right now I don't really know at this point.
What does that even mean?
Well, he just says that he's being.
I heard what you said.
Yeah.
I just don't. What is that? What point are you trying to make? Yes, everyone knows that either it's real or it's fake. I mean, you're in it. You're a wrestler. That's a dumb comment. I'm sorry.
I think he's just saying that there's no such thing as bad press. He's just taking this and running with it. I mean, it seems that Edwards is on board with it.
He's turning himself into a martyr like John Rocker.
I mean, he's making it into an angle. This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this shit would have been on TMZ or getting any kind of buzz that it was getting if he actually didn't break his face.
WWE would do the same thing. They would turn it into an angle if something like that happens. Every time someone gets injured, they do that.
I don't know. So
Yep, open your next window, monkey.
I will open my next window. Rey Mysterio was injured last week, and it seems to be a torn bicep. But so
that's why Cena's gonna win Sunday.
This could throw a wrench into the WrestleMania plans, because it sounded like he was going to be on the card in some capacity.
I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile.
Yeah, it's true. So I guess we'll keep an eye on it. He's also supposed to wrestle a match for New Japan at their Long Beach show in California.
Yeah.
So
okay, next.
I don't know if that's gonna get let's see. They mentioned the greatest Royal Rumble event ever that they're going to be happening in. That's going to be happening in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys are on board with that.
The women's matches are going to suck.
But
the board
put on
wants
a
you to
sheet.
send your link.
What link?
For Sami Callihan.
For the Sami Callihan? Sure.
Yeah, that would probably have been better than you describing it.
Right. Technology.
Yeah, but so then
Brian is worthless.
But we're also on delay, and I don't want to send them to go fucking watch something in the middle of our show. Why would I do that? They should go watch it afterwards.
Oh well, okay.
Right? Come on.
Sure.
Use your fucking noodle.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yes. Kind of.
And they also announced that War Games is coming back.
Yay.
Next year.
Good.
So we're gonna have.
They should do it every year.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think it's gonna get just kind of boring and overdone?
No.
Overexposed?
No, because I don't think you don't need to do 3 teams next year. You could just do 2. There's plenty of play they could do with it.
Yeah.
They could do it in all every man for himself one year. They got lots to do with it.
Absolutely.
Lots of legs.
Okay. What else?
And
better
to close
than you and your segments.
Hey, you don't even have a segment. Adam doesn't have a segment.
I got a whole show, jackass. What happened to your show? You're reduced to a fucking minute.
Your Brian has been destroyed.
That's hard to come back from.
Finish him.
I decided to walk away.
You didn't walk shit. You had no.
I decided to go.
You hobbled.
I decided to go under the knife.
You hobbled away.
I decided.
Okay, go ahead. Justin, shots fired.
And we had the Mizzies, we had the Oscars yesterday.
Yeah.
The Rock received a Razzie, which is the worst movie of the year. He got it for Baywatch.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, you saw it?
Yeah.
I heard it was fucking terrible.
I fucking loved it.
You love
Kara
Zac.
made him watch
Big
it.
Zac Efron.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
No.
I thought it had many funny moments to it.
Many funny moments.
I can think of many more movies. Many movies that are worse
many
than,
moons.
Many fine
Yes,
movies.
many. You done?
I'm done.
Brian,
You done?
for the love of God, will you just let me and my brother eat lunch?
Good Lord, man.
All right, thank you, Young Bucks. So here's the deal. What we do,
Hi, Brian.
we sit in here from time to time watching the show, and when there's silence and there's the theme song on, Adam will randomly just start singing along the theme song and just making up whatever the fuck he wants to make up to it. And me and Brian have this look on our face like, what the fuck? Okay. And the shit he says is, it's like, it's babble. I don't know.
It's vulgar.
So I don't know if he'll be able to hold up what he does off the mic for this, but I'm going to give him an opportunity. So this is going to be Adam's karaoke improv segment. You ready?
Sure.
All right.
Do I at least know these songs?
Oh, it's your favorite. It's your favorite one to do this to. Ready?
Yeah. Catching vibe, meningitis, share with the roster, because I puff past. I'm real fat now, I lost some weight then. Jojo likes my tummy, I lift it from behind. I gotta go to the bathroom, gotta take a shit. That's where my career is, and that's what's it. I don't know. That's what I got.
All right, there you go. That is a look. That is a look into what happens while we watch Raw. You are welcome, America. You are welcome, world. All right, here we go. We got two speed rounds for you real quick.
Later, Stike.
See you later, Stike. Good luck
He's got
with
to
that
go
wedding.
plan for his wedding.
Yeah, good luck with that. Why should you be happy? See, speed rounds.
That's so mean. That goes on the angry elf count.
First speed round. Protect the finisher. So we saw Ronda Rousey with a fucking Samoa drop finisher, which
I didn't know she was Samoan.
I had no idea.
I thought that move was exclusive.
I think it was a little bit more defined because she slams her head kind of really deliberately.
It looked like she did it wrong. Like it looked like she kind of fucked up.
Yeah, so
I
maybe,
was expecting like an attitude adjustment. I didn't know what.
But the point was that the very next match, Nia and Asuka, we have almost immediately a Samoan drop.
Who would have thunk?
And then, of course, if Roman would have fought, he would have done a Samoan drop because he always does a Samoan drop. So the point here is, I want to know let's talk about finishers that are not protected anymore. Obviously, DDT,
Super kick.
Frog Splash.
Superman punch, because you got to do so many of them.
Yeah, but no one else really does it.
Yeah, because nobody else sucks that bad. I mean,
true.
what are other finishers? I think the leg drop is kind of protected. Nobody does a fucking leg drop, right?
Well, you mentioned tonight about the frog splash, and why didn't he do an elbow in the Revival's tag move? Maybe that's one that's protected.
Well, I said that because
HBK asked Macho for permission to use it.
well, Velveteen uses the big elbow.
Leg drop, I want to say, a lot of guys don't do top rope leg drops anymore just because if you make that as your finisher, you have to do that every fucking night. And jumping off and doing that every night is going to fuck your legs up or your hips.
Worse than Hogan just doing it standing.
Right.
But Hogan lost 3 inches in height because of that move.
Think of
compression.
Fandango.
Yeah.
That was his finish when he first came in, and then he
lost 3
changed
inches
it.
in height in that video.
Yeah. Okay. But no, with the frog splash thing, I said, well, you got Seth is doing the frog splash and KO is doing the frog splash. But as far as tag finishers, I think about Street
KO's
Profits.
is the bullfrog.
Street
And
Profits.
oh, sorry, go on.
Street Profits do the slam frog splash. There's another
Sky high kind of.
Yeah, there's another tag team on the main roster. I can't remember off the top of my head. They do a slam or some kind of move and then a frog
New
splash.
Day. Usos.
Usos do the frog splash.
They do the super kick, right?
Yeah.
Super kick into a splash.
Right.
Oh, that's right. The big.
But it's not a frog splash. I think the one that what's his face did tonight was just that Dawson did.
Okay.
Aiden English does a frog splash.
I'm
too.
sorry.
Right, he does.
Dash.
But you got to remember,
but the
Eddie
frog-
did it at the same time as RVD. There was a lot of people doing
I
it
get
during that era.
And the frog is kind of a technicality here. The splash is what I'm looking at. There is no protection for the splash anymore.
No.
Right?
No.
I'm just Bailey does an elbow too, by the way. pretty good, a pretty good one at that.
Super kick.
So does Kari
I said it
Sane.
before, but
So what is protected?
Nothing. The moves that are quote unquote unprotected that Brian brought up
Are you
are
playing-
moves,
are you
are
playing your
moves
video
that
game?
hurt
Of
you
course
and
he
take
is.
3 inches off your height.
what do you mean by protected? Do you mean by other guys using the same move, or
Yes,
you mean by
Brian,
guys
yes,
kicking
Mr.
out?
Used to
there's-
be a wrestler.
Is
yeah.
No,
Miz
but there's-
the only one doing the figure 4?
There's a couple ways to protect a move. You can protect it by making it seem legit by not ever kicking out of it.
When
So,
yes,
Like Tombstone
Yeah,
was.
you're right.
right,
We
guys
don't
have
see a
kicked out.
Tombstone.
Yeah,
Miz is the only one using
Finishers
the figure
don't
4.
finish people anymore. We know that. But like when Jake was doing a DDT, nobody did the fucking DDT.
The glorious DDT now.
Well, but no one else did it at the time.
Well, I'm using it as an example,
Sure.
Brian. There's been other times where there's been a move that's been somebody's finisher nowadays that it's clearly just part of somebody's move set.
I love the syrup brought up the coup de grace. You know, it's a top rope
It's
move. but
protected. Bailey kind of, or not Bailey, Sasha kind of does it.
yeah,
Kind of.
she does it inverted, like in the corner. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't think it's protected as much as most people don't want to do it. It seems like a risky move to me, both for yourself and your opponent, in my opinion. Thank you for that.
Speed round, next one.
All right, next speed round. Brian, do you have anything else for this?
Oh,
year?
I know. Actually, I have a good one.
What?
The fucking Jesus Christ, what's Samoa Joe? His choke, whatever he calls it. I feel like
Kina clutch.
yeah, I
Oh,
feel like
Coquina
I feel like
clutch.
everyone does the same hold. They just change the name.
Asuka does it.
Joe does it.
Simpsons did it.
Hillbilly Jim's in the Hall of Fame.
So yeah, next speed round topic is Brian has a problem.
What do I have?
You're not big on the hillbilly Jim.
I'm not. I feel like it's just another gimmicky guy, and I'm not taking anything away from him. I understand that this was just his gimmick.
But he came up in an era where belts didn't define your resume because it was a Hogan and the IC, you know, and even the tag team titles
Hey.
were held by Demolition for a record, by Honky Tonk for a record, by Hogan for a modern-day not San Martino record. So belts didn't change hands. He was a character that people recognized beyond wrestling. Say what you will, but he was recognizable. He got in the cartoon. He got in other stuff. I don't mind this one.
Yeah.
He deserves it over. We talked about many of the shitballs that are in the Hall of Fame. He's better than them. I don't have a problem with it, Brian. I don't know why you do.
Yeah, I don't fuck your problem with Brian because number one, he was on the cartoon, which makes him fucking
Sure.
Hall of Fame worthy by itself. But number
Right
two,
away.
he grew up he performed in the territory era. I mean, he has much more on his resume than just being hillbilly Jim. Hilly.
But that's what he's most known for.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's a
Right,
it's a
exactly.
novelty entry, and I just think you're being mean, Brian.
It's an
Maybe,
entry for
perhaps.
a guy who gave his life to the business.
I think maybe he has titanium poising from his new.
Ooh,
Hilly.
I
maybe
think-
like a Spawn, not Spawn.
I
Who's the
think
other
you
guy?
have been rather
Venom.
pleasant tonight, Rob, and he has been the angry bionic.
Yeah,
No,
what
he's
is
been
wrong
fucking.
with-
He's been angry.
I have
Rob's been
not
angry.
been.
Do you need some WD-40?
They rebuilt you into an asshole.
Yeah,
No.
get him a can of WD-40.
Yeah, you want
Nope.
some? Is the fucking Tin Man?
You
need
want
to
a
get lubed up?
Snickers? You want a Snickers?
No.
You're the one who ate the
Yeah.
Snickers.
You gotta. I'll take a fucking Snickers.
You ate the Snickers in shame.
Anyway,
No, I ate it with pride. It was delicious.
final thoughts. Last takeaway. Takeaways
Fuck
for the
your
show.
couch.
Fuck your couch. Brian, what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is that I like Elias wearing these robes that he's got going on. now.
kimono.
He's kind of straying away from the grunge rocker and
Yeah.
just kind of going into like a weird. I don't even. Yeah, he should just start wearing kimonos. Actually,
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message. Good job. Yeah, no, I'm digging. It's like a Steel Dragons kind of thing going on there with the. Yeah, good for him.
I don't know how alimony works, but Stephanie pointing out that Kurt's got 5 kids, 2 alimonies.
Did she count Jordan in that? I'm wondering.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's why I think Kurt corrected her when he said
4.
or she said 4 and he goes 5. I think Jason Jordan's the 5th.
Oh, okay.
Just
All right.
by the way is why he corrected. I think that was a little play there. But when you get remarried, you don't have to pay alimony, I thought. And isn't that why the new husband's going into the Hall of Fame?
Right. Right.
yeah, this is weird. This is bizarre.
Is Kurt going to be at that ceremony watching the guy who's pounding his ex?
She
true.
should induct
Damn
him.
true.
She should induct him. Have Karen Jack.
He should
and then
induct her.
have a fucking TNA
No,
invasion.
have Dixie. Dixie should induct him.
I think Chris Harris should.
I think Matt Hardy should.
Yeah, Angry Brian count is at 27 according to the board.
No.
And what the fuck is your problem, Brian? It's Hillbilly Jim, God damn it.
Yeah.
Bro,
everybody loves hillbilly fuck. He carried a pig
All right,
to the
so
ring.
Put
a
fucking
pig.
put fucking Boogeyman in there. Put fucking
Dude,
Swoggle.
he made
Ew.
overalls look cool.
I'm good with Swoggle. Put Swoggle in there.
Not
Put
that
Swoggle
hat.
in him.
I can do Swoggle.
Vince
Drew
McMahon's
Carey's in there. God damn it.
Yeah, fucking Drew Carey, bro. Come on, man.
God.
Hey, look, they lowered the bar a long time ago. We're just going along with the ride now.
Yeah.
Dub.
Speaking of which, let's end this one.
All right. My takeaway, it was a good Raw, and it felt like there was a different direction, a different smell in the air. It felt like somebody cared.
They were building to something.
They're
finally.
building to something. Thank you for a decent Raw. Had your moments. You can still get better. Always room for improvement, but not too fucking shabby. From me, the Adam, and the B-Rye. Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Tomorrow night, we've got Smart Down with Adam and whoever is going to be here joining him. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah, and there's no show on Thursday.
There's no show on Thursday, by the way.
I'll be the first one to let you
I don't
know.
wanted you to know. Yeah, I guess that's the show. Mark out like no one's watching.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.